Amazing assistance, devotion to guardian angels. It was when I was in Holy Redeemer Hospital, Dimapur, Nagaland, that I met Sister Mildred Rongtailu, who shared an incident from her life which reminded me of the tender devotion to guardian angels which I always treasured. She was from Ripoy, Meghalaya. She was doing her second year of nursing in Assam Medical College in 1998. One night, as it was her turn for night duty, she was in the general ward. An accident victim was brought to the hospital who was in a critical situation. Preliminary tests showed that he was in immediate need of blood transfusion. However, blood transfusion was not usually done at night, as doctors were not present in the hospital during night those days. Since there was no place in the ward, he was given a room which was little away. Though a little hesitant, she decided to do the blood transfusion and invoked the assistance of her guardian angel. She placed the IV line on the patient's arms and told the attendant to remind her when it was done. While walking back, she prayed to her guardian angel and asked him to remind her once the transfusion was completed. It was about 11 p.m. She went around seeing to her usual duties and returned to the room. Now it was 1 a.m. and she had completely forgotten about the blood transfusion. After a while, she heard someone knocking at the door. Thinking that it might be the watchdog which was moving around out in the veranda, she did not pay attention to it. Then came the second knock, and with the third time she was certain that there was someone outside the room. So she got up from the chair and moved to the door and opened it slowly. To her amazement, there was no one at the door, neither a person nor the dog. Suddenly, she remembered that she had asked the guardian angel to remind her when the transfusion was over. She ran to the room where the patient was kept. As she reached, she found the attendant sleeping soundly, and the blood, having emptied from the bottle, had just begun to re-enter into it from his veins. She had just reached in time. She thanked her guardian angel and removed the line. Devotion to guardian angel is not a fairy tale meant only for small kids. It's a real experience for many. Scripture speaks clearly of this theme. In Exodus chapter 23, verses 20 to 22, we see God sending His angels before us to protect us. He says, "Behold, I sent an angel before you to guard you on the way and to bring you to the place which I have prepared. Give heed to him and hearken to his voice. Do not rebel against him, for he will not pardon your transgression, for my name is in him. But if you hearken attentively to his voice and do all that I say, then I will be an enemy to your enemies and an adversary to your adversaries." Later in Psalms we read again, "No evil shall befall you, no scourge come near your tent, for he will give his angels charge of you, to guard you in all your ways." Psalms 91, 10 and 11. Jesus had reaffirmed the existence and constant intercession of our guardian angels when he said, "See that you do not despise one of these little ones, for I tell you that in heaven their angels continually see the face of my Father who is in heaven." Matthew 18:10. Whether we are aware or not, our angels are always with us, seeing everything we do, listening to all what we say. What will we feel when we love someone greatly and do a lot for his or her good, but receive no response from the person we love? We will certainly be sad. Similarly, our angels will be sad if we do not respond to their love. Though such things look childish, when one has a first-hand experience after beginning with these practices, he or she will realize that these things are not childish but tender, childlike ways to express our devotion to our guardian angel.